Hello. Thank you for joining me for the Stand in the Light Memory Choir 2020 Fall Showcase. I'm Kathy Wrights, Artistic and Music Director, and I'm so happy you're here. We'd like to take this time to share our music and tell you more about our choir. Let's start with our 2020 promotional video, finished in early March.
We all know a story about angels. You may have even seen an angel. You have not only seen them, you can hear them. The strength of voices are always a must, even to those who don't deserve that much. A halo glow, a sunshine always Sing your way home at the close of the day. Sing your way home, drive the shadows away. Smile every smile, for wherever you roam, it will brighten your road, it will lighten your load, if you sing your way home. Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Sing, sing together, merrily, merrily sing. Sing, sing together, merrily, merrily sing. Sing, sing together, merrily, merrily sing. This land was made for you and me. This land is yours. This land is mine. From California to New York Island, this land is yours. This land is mine. I know that this land was made for you and me. This is who I am inside. This is who I am. I'm not gonna hide. 'Cause the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we are. Oh, 'cause the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we
As you can see, the promo was finished before COVID. This has been quite a year, one filled with more challenges and changes than years past. The choir has risen to those challenges, changed our methods, but not our mission. We've added a composer's corner where we hear about one of the composers linked to our week's rehearsal. We've also added a singer spotlight where each week 2 members of the choir tell us a little bit about themselves.
Now we have a couple of spotlights. And our first spotlight is going to be Linda. And Linda has agreed graciously to talk about her and her mom and her dog, too. I said she has to talk about her dog, too.
Well, I'm Wilda's daughter, her oldest daughter, as she always introduces me. And I have two sisters. One's 5 years younger and one is 18 years younger. One's in Iowa and one's in Toma. And I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my mom. She worked side by side with my dad in a gas station when they used to pump gas. She was right beside him the whole time, did all the paperwork, and then they sold the gas station and bought a hardware store. And same thing happened. They were in those days, they had to both be there every day, all day long. So I think they had that for, I could be wrong, she might correct me, for 20 years. They retired young, in their 50s, and my dad proceeded to have some strokes, and he was paralyzed on one side. But before that, they were able to travel. They went to Alaska, they went to Hawaii, they went to Venezuela once. So they had a good time. Mom moved up here in August to Heritage Memory Care, and I've gotten to see her so much more, almost every day until the COVID. And I actually had a window visit with her yesterday. Enjoy your choir a lot. I don't know. I think that's been the light of our life since Mom moved up here. It's just brought us closer.
Yay! Did we do it? Okay, can you do it all unmute and we can all give us a woot, 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 woot. Laura Granger, you're Kelly's sister, aren't you? Oh my gosh, because I was like, why does Kelly have the wrong name on? So this is exciting. And Laura and Kelly, there's a third sister somewhere. Is she here today or no? Oh, wait, Amy Randall must be on my second page here. Amy, oh, there's, hey, Amy, we're so glad you're with us too. We have family members from across the country who are joining us, and that is awesome. So if you have family that is somewhere else, and you're like, I wish they could come and just be a part of this and see how weird our director is, and, you know, feel her angst when she's trying to work a computer. But do let us know. Just put send us an email, and we'll put you on the list, and it will be so fun.
We continue to use the power of singing to move people with memory loss and their care partners to rediscover themselves, make new friends, laugh together, and contribute to their community. Our rehearsal look has changed, but our love of making music has stayed the same. Enjoy our Mighty Mouse theme.
Mr. Trouble never hangs around when he hears this mighty sound. Here I come to save the day. That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand. So when we are in danger, we never despair, 'cause we know that when there's danger, he is there. He is there on the land, on the sea, in the air. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call. Here I come to save the day. That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call. Here I come to save the day. That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way.
One thing I know, We have not changed how we feel about the choir. Everyone became a Mighty Mouse and stepped up to save the day, or in this case, save the choir. We learned more about technology than we thought we could. Community members stepped up to help, and memory facilities made sure our members could participate. Through it all, the choir never stopped singing. Next, we're going to spotlight Marianne and Al.
Yeah, it's Jadeke.
Say it again.
Jadeke.
Jadeke. Oh, nice. What's the origins of that?
German.
Nice. Okay. So Al and Marianne are up in Lake Holcomb area. So I'm going to let you guys take over. Give us a little spotlight of yourselves.
Okay, we'll give it a try. We retired to Holcomb about 3 years ago. We used to teach in Minneapolis for about 40 years at Dunwoody College of Technology. We've got 3 boys, 7 grandchildren. They live in Eagan, Phoenix, and Holcomb right next to us.
And we always looked forward to Thursdays when we could come into Eau Claire. And so we really appreciate that this Zoom is going on so that we can still be a little involved.
Okay, I'm Ron. I sing tenor. I did not know about this group that you have been a part of for some time until you sang at the Lake Street Church. And I was very, I shouldn't say impressed, but I appreciated the sound of your group and what you were doing. But it happened in viewing the members of your chorus. I thought I saw a couple of faces in the group that surprised me. And years ago, I used to sing tenor with Gene Erickson in the male chorus at Eau Claire, and then Bill McDonald was part of the deal. And when I saw those 2 faces, I was wondering what was going on, but talked to a few of you of the group, and also talked with Jan Smith, who I sing with at Lake Street. And that's part of the reason why I'm a part of this, enjoy it, and it's just become a new part of my life. So I'm a little bit disabled, and I am blessed not to have a lot of pain with this, but I still like to be a part of what goes on. I like to sing, I like music, and we just keep on doing what the Lord permits us to do, and enjoy every day the best we can.
Hi, my name is Sheila Wall. I have the honor and privilege of serving as the president of the board of the Stand in the Light Memory Choir. I'm a board-certified music therapist, and I really enjoy watching the therapeutic value of the choir experience for those living with a dementia-related condition and their caregivers. The goal of the choir is to continue the virtual choir experience, which reaches beyond the Eau Claire area, even when in-person rehearsals resume. Once the pandemic crisis lifts, in-person rehearsals will resume, and we are looking to grow enough to add a second choir. All of these goals require financing. Some of the areas of need would include additional supplies. We would look at adding paid technical assistance that is currently being offered as an in-kind donation to the choir. We are looking at increasing our staff time for the added services that we are looking to provide. As a nonprofit 501c3 organization, we are not funded by any government or private agency. We rely solely on contributions and grants to fund our efforts. This fall, our virtual experience has been offered as a complimentary service to the membership as our maiden voyage. But we need your help to continue serving and those who are living with dementia-related conditions. We would like you to consider supporting our choir through a couple of different ways. The first way and the easiest way is to go to our website, standinlightmemorychoir.org, and click the Donate Here button. That takes you to our secured website that will allow you to make your contribution that way, quick and easy, and it's done and taken care of. If you are not comfortable with the online option, go ahead and write us a check. There's an address right there on the website, and it will send it to our post office box. For those of you who are Amazon shoppers, you can list us as your charity of choice for the Amazon Smile program. Any way that you consider contributing to our choir, we would deeply appreciate it, and we do desperately need your help. And we give you thanks for all of the help that you have already provided and for your support of being here with us on our YouTube channel. And we look forward to serving you again in the future. Thank you again for stopping by.
Thank you, Sheila. I've always loved audience sing-alongs and include them in all of my concerts. I know that singing is good for you, and singing together is really good for you. Please feel free to sing along with this next song. This comes from our 2019 fall concert. Enjoy Singing in the Rain. Because we totally didn't want snow. We decided that we were going to do Singing in the Rain.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark above. The sun's in my heart, and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain. I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. Just singing in the rain. Why am I smiling, and why do I sing? Why does December seem sunny as spring? Why do I get up each morning to start happy and head up with joy in my heart? Why is each new task a trifle to do? Because I am living a life full of you. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark above. The sun's in my heart, and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain. I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. Just singing, I'm singing, I'm singing, I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain.
I'd like to introduce you to Iva Peck. She's one of our many talented choir members who are living with memory loss. Not only is she a great singer, but her love and enthusiasm for this choir is amazing. Her poetry is one of my personal inspirations.
This is a poem written for the Stand in the Light Memory Choir. It's based on the songs that we sing. It can happen to you. Dementia can happen to you. It's hard to find peace in your mind. Leave those worries of dementia on the other side. Dementia, how it started, where it comes from, no one knows. You can make me feel so safe, like life has just begun. Dementia keeps us stargazing. Someday we will find it, the caregivers, the volunteers, and me. Dementia may have trouble well in hand, but we will give it a stand. When I get older, losing my mind, indicate preciously what you mean to me. It's time that we are aware dementia is a small world after all. Dementia has no end except through our fight to win. Dementia can be a beautiful thing as long as we hold on to a peaceful thing. Dementia, oh yes, these are the days we will stand in the light just to have these peaceful moments of laughter and song. By poet and singer Iva Peck.
Greetings to everyone. I am Nancy Wendt, the accompanist and assistant music director for Stand in the Light Memory Choir. Stand in the Light Memory Choir began its evolution in 2016 under the mentorship of Giving Voice Initiative from Minneapolis, Minnesota, with the goal to inspire people living with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia and their care partners to live better lives through singing together. The need for this choir was identified by the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Eau Claire County as a meaningful recreational outlet for persons living with dementia or aphasia. The choir provides a way for care partners to connect, reduce anxiety, change attitudes, and enlighten the mood. Since its conception, the audience attendance has grown from 150 to over 350. The number of members in the choir has grown to over 60. Our goal is to increase these numbers and expand our outreach. Under the direction of Kathy Wrights and myself, the Stand in the Light Memory Choir has grown to become its own entity, apart from the ADRC, and it continues to develop its program to aptly meet the unique creative needs of those living with dementia or aphasia in the Chippewa Valley and surrounding area. Personally, dementia has touched the lives of both Kathy and myself. Kathy had a sister who lived with frontal lobe dementia, and my mother lived with dementia. In fact, my mother was a member of Stand in the Light Memory Choir for 2 years. Because of our deep-rooted connection to keeping music alive for those living with memory loss, we hope this choir will continue to serve the people of the Chippewa Valley. Please help us make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Iva and Nancy. Our 2020 rehearsal started in January. Our in-person rehearsals stopped, like so many facets of our day-to-day lives, in March. The concert theme was Young at Heart, and we had tackled some of our most difficult music while we practiced being young at heart. Choir members brought in pictures from their youth, and it was so fun to see and hear the stories about each picture. We hope you enjoy seeing them as we sing You Make Me Feel So Young. You might even recognize a few faces.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like
so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful flame to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring strong. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful flame to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so, you make me feel so, you make me feel so young.
Whether the choir meets virtually or in person, we need your help to keep the choir going. Please feel free to think of the donation button as a donation jar at our concerts, or as a ticket price, or simply as your contribution to help our choir continue and grow. Larry, because he's so sweet, and because he went on a little vacation, he's going to give us a little spotlight. Larry?
Okay, Kathy, thank you, and hello to everyone, and happy to be here, and thanks to the board for putting all this together, and Kathy and Nancy for putting this on. So, from Kenosha, I wasn't raised in singing or anything like that. However, I discovered barbershop when I was just out of high school. And the thing is, Kenosha was a headquarters for the Barbershop Society at that time. It took a great courage and went through the doors to a rehearsal, and I was hooked. I like a cappella singing. And so I spent a few years singing in Kenosha chapter. Brought it up here when I moved to Eau Claire and sang with the Diplomats of Harmony for a number of years. The most fun I had with barbershop was singing with the After Dark Quartet. And for almost 20 years, four of us, we sang around town. Maybe many of you have seen us. I just want to ask, don't all of you appreciate Kathy's recordings to help us learn the music? And I sure do.
So this is what our website looks like. If you've never seen our website, this is what the website looks like. We are a darn good looking group, aren't we? Look at that. And next we're going to have a little spotlight. And our spotlight is going to be Ron and Pat today, if they are ready to share a little bit about themselves with us. So when you guys are ready.
Hi, we're Ron and Pat. Pat was diagnosed in April 2018 with Lewy body. Before that, she had been a counselor. We co-owned a clinic called First Things First. Some of you may have heard about that in Eau Claire. Pat's always had a wonderful voice. You were a soloist in high school, right?
Yeah.
You want to say anything about your musical career?
No, just that I like singing.
Pat loves singing. I have never sung in my life until we heard about this choir. And Pat joined last year, and then I joined up this year. And the only feedback I got the first time I sang was, "Boy, Ron, you sure sing loud," was what they said. Didn't say well, but just plain loud, and we've been working on it. Kathy has been really kind in terms of talking about the journal, that blog that we have, which is also a book called Lewy Body Dialogue. And in it, we try to share what it's like between the two of us in our conversations. If Pat has a hallucination, how does it affect her? How does it affect me? And as some of you know, probably when there's memory loss issues, one of the biggest issues is finding some meaning in your life. What do you do to make life still meaningful? And being in the choir certainly is part of it, but our journal is another way that we communicate with each other and hopefully share some stuff that will help other people, especially family members of people who have dementia, to understand what's going on.
Wow, what a gift you have. Your rehearsal brought me laughter and tears, truly emotional and uplifting. I don't think you realize what a positive impact this choir is having on so many people's lives. It is really remarkable to me what you are doing. I am just in awe. Thank you for inviting me into your session today. I was truly moved by this experience. Thank you. That's what a Stand in the Light choir participant recently wrote to us about her experience after singing with the choir. Hello, everyone. I'm Pastor David Huber. I'm on the board of directors for this remarkable choir, which is remarkable in making genuinely good music and remarkable in that it's a safe, loving, welcoming place for people with varieties of dementia who so often have no place to go. This is a place where they belong. This is a place where they're known by name and where they matter. What we do is so important. I'm so glad to be part of this. And people with dementia can, in fact, learn new songs. Choir is a great experience for them. As another member of the choir said, this choir is directed by Kathy Wrights, a singer herself who has the incredible ability to insist on quality while ensuring that people have a good time. Or these words from a Rotary member who wrote, "Those of us involved in the Eau Claire Choirs community know that Stand in the Light Memory Choir is one of Eau Claire's outstanding groups. We are inspired about how the choir brings together people who are struggling with the insults of aging or disability, without pity or excess sentiment. In fact, the choir enables them to contribute to musical performance as peers with their mentors and community members." Or these words from a 24-year-old volunteer who has been joining our Zoom rehearsals. "I didn't know what to expect. I had to turn my screen off. I was crying so much. Everyone was so happy to be together again." And these words from a family member. "Thank you so much. I saw my wife's eyes light up when she sang. She was back." Music has tremendous healing power. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for your support. It means so much to us and to our community, and especially to our members. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Our rehearsals are filled with music, camaraderie, laughter, and sometimes a few tears. It's difficult to describe it. At our first Zoom rehearsal, I shared a book with the choir by Charlie Mackesy, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. I'd like to share a bit of it with you. It comes closest to expressing my feelings for the choir and for all of you. "Yes, but look how far we've come," said the horse. "Sometimes I want to say I love you all," said the mole, "but I find it difficult." "Do you?" said the boy. "Yes, so I say something like, I'm glad we are all here." Okay, said the boy. I'm glad we are all here, said the mole. We are so glad you are here too, said the boy. What's your best discovery? Asked the mole. That I am enough as I am, said the boy. I've realized why we are here, whispered the boy. For cake? Asked the mole. To love, said the boy. And be loved, said the horse. What do we do when our hearts hurt? Asked the boy. We wrap them with friendship, shared tears and time, till they wake hopeful and happy again. Do you have any other advice? Asked the boy. Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you are treated, said the horse. Always remember you matter, and you're important, and you are loved, and you bring to this world things no one else can. Home isn't always a place, is it? Asked the boy. Thank you. Look how far we've come. Sometimes all you hear about is the hate, but there is more love in this world than you could possibly imagine. Thanks for letting me share. Bye. With love, I'd like to thank everyone who helped make this showcase possible. Our choir members, board members, donors, Adam Acolyte Collab, Dano at DMI Sound, Evan at Pine Hollow Studios, and all of you watching. This showcase will stay on our YouTube channel along with past concerts and video clips. So feel free to visit and share often, along with visiting, liking, and sharing our website and Facebook pages. We are missing two things from our rehearsals. The first is you. If you'd like to sit in on a Zoom rehearsal and receive our weekly newsletter, or become a member of the choir, just email us at standinthelightchoir@gmail.com, and we'll put you on the weekly invitation list. Second, when somebody figures out how to do a virtual snack, please give me a call. We really do miss our social snacking. Thank you again for being here today, and remember, where words fail, music speaks. So every single day, do something that makes your heart sing. That's what we do.
Stand in the light and be seen as we are. Didn't I tell you time